Hello and welcome to another episode of The Outlook, COAF's podcast sharing insights about the rural regions of Armenia. For today's episode, I've invited Mery Matinyan, our very own COAF alumna, who also happens to be working at COAF's special enterprise, the Concept Hotel by COAF. Hi Mery and welcome.
Hi Rebecca, thanks for having me today.
Of course. So let's start with the basics, Mery. Where are you from? What are you doing?
I am from Debet. I have graduated last year and now I work at the Concept Hotel by COAF as an administrator.
And so you've grown up in Debet. How's life there? How is it to go to school there?
So life in Debet is very peaceful and I especially love our house because it's in the middle of mountains. And going school there was amazing too, but I left school and for the high school I went to Venezuela.
And why did you decide to go to high school in Venezuela?
I had amazing teachers for sure, but I decided to go to Venezuela because there I had the opportunity to choose the subject of my main study and I chose English.
Just to be able to have a better picture, how far is Venezuela away from Debet? Were you able to commute back and forth from there or was that not in the question?
Venezuela is like 25 kilometers away from Debet, but it's a lot when the bus comes to Debet only once a day, and on Sundays we don't have a bus. So I didn't visit my family for months.
So, as you know, COAF has been implementing a lot of changes in Debet, and you as a resident, would you say that you're seeing these changes?
The changes that I see are not only about new roads or new houses. I see changes in people's mindset, so they are more open-minded to new things and they are willing to help COAF to have better village.
That's great. And so you're a COAF alumni, meaning that you've graduated at least from one SMART program. So which programs have you participated in?
The first COAF program that I took part in was Access program. Thanks to this program, I was able to learn English, which then opened many doors for me. The second one was Project Bloom. It was about story writing, but besides the program's main purpose, it also gave me many friends from different communities.
Oh, that's nice. And how would you say did this experience impact you?
These experiences helped me to dream big and be more hardworking and open-minded. Also, I got to meet so many successful people and learn a lot from them.
And then you participated in our Flex program, right?
Right, I am a Flex 2020 alumni and
congrats.
Thank you. And for this, I am really thankful to Access program. Becoming Flex finalist was my biggest dream, and I had to try 3 times for 3 years. And only the third time I was selected as a finalist. And the selection was not so hard because I had a good knowledge of English. I think I wasn't so open-minded then, and I wasn't able to accept new culture. But the third time I was more mature, and that's why they chose me.
Would you say that this experience with the entire application process that it helped you for your future?
It taught me to be more hardworking and do my best to have what I want to, and this is one thing that COAF gave me too. So now I dream big and I know if I want to have something, I can do it.
Exactly. And in America, which city did you live in, and how was the experience with the host family and at school?
I lived in Ohio in a small community like Debet, and during this experience with my host family and school, I saw lots of differences between our cultures. At first, it was shocking for me. I had cultural shock, but then I was able to see the good things.
Give us an example. What was a cultural shock that you experienced, that's very memorable for you?
I think the first one was when my host dad, he was cleaning the house and cooking for us dinner. So and this is a thing we don't do in Armenia.
So while in America, did you manage to travel?
I didn't manage to travel a lot because of COVID, but I traveled a little in Ohio, and the best one was our visit to San Francisco.
Why?
I really love San Francisco, and because it's like really colorful city.
Yeah.
And also the culture is different there than from Ohio. Like in every state it's different, and I wanted to experience something different.
What would you say did you see in America that you would like to implement in your own community? Like in Debet specifically.
As I mentioned before, I saw so many differences, but the one thing that I want to see in my community is that people become more open-minded and believe in themselves, that living in a village is not a final decision for them.
And now that you're back, what are you up to these days?
Now I work at COAF's Concept Hotel. Also, a year ago, I was accepted as a waitress, and after 2 months, I became administrator, which was a really big thing for me because I was thinking if I don't have university diploma, I can't work as an administrator. I really love my job because I meet different people from different cultures, and my main responsibility is to host them in our hotel and help them as we can to make their stay the best for them. We also make sure they don't miss out all the sightseeing experience that Lori has to offer.
And would you say you're learning something new that'll be useful for you later in your career, like working at the Concept Hotel?
Sure, I learned a lot about businesses and how to run a business, and also about hospitality field. I might have my own hotel, who knows?
Oh, really? So is this what you have in mind for your future?
Yeah, I really want to have my own business, and I think I'm gonna have a hotel.
Yeah?
Yep, and now I teach English voluntarily. And also a few days ago, I saw application at COAF's page. There is going to be hairdressers classes. At the end of this program, 2 of participants will be able to open their own business and in Debet. And I really want to be one of them.
Oh, wow. That's so nice. Then I wish you good luck with that.
Thank you.
And to conclude this episode, could you share with our audience what kind of change you'd like to see in Debet for it to become a desirable place to live in?
As I said before, I would like people to be more open-minded to new things and believe in themselves. And living in villages and small communities is not a decision for their lives. I think COAF helped them to believe in themselves and know that they can do anything they want and become anyone they want to.
Thanks, Mery, for your inspiring words, and thank you guys for listening. And as always, make sure to subscribe to our channels on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Deezer. Talk soon.